live in.
Truly.
Future hasn't said it better.
This Future's never said anything other than facts.
Yeah.
I believe
That's
truly.
facts, yeah.
I seen a meme today with just like Future's face, and it's like, yo, this March is madness.
Oh fuck. March Madness.
Yeah. And then I ran March Madness like 3 times.
Fuck. I'm gonna have to listen to that later.
Yeah.
Shit. We got to bump that after this.
Yeah. So which one's the new
Holy
button?
shit.
Just so I know.
This one.
That's the new button.
Yeah.
Okay. We're gonna. That's a secret one.
When we get to it, because I know Ian likes to jump the gun.
I'm not gonna hit it.
As we say
So we added to the soundboard a secret, a new
okay.
sound, a new sound.
No,
which-
We had it
we've had it
before.
before.
Just I forgot to put
Oh,
it back
really?
on.
Yeah, we had it before.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one's heard it. I
It
don't
was
think
loud as fuck,
I don't
I
think we've
remember
ever.
that.
I don't think we've ever played it.
Yeah.
And
No, we've
it's-
played it. We played it a couple times.
Yeah.
Okay.
One,
no
two
one.
times. But now it means a lot
It has-
more. That's all. It just means a lot more now.
Yeah, it has a lot more meaning, and it might be even fucked up, but whatever.
It is what it is. You know what I
It
mean?
is what it is, yo. You got to make light of shit sometimes.
Yeah. So
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
welcome to the Lost and Talks podcast, episode 25.
Correct.
We are here.
25.
25.
Yeah, man. 25.
25.
It's like a little milestone
Yeah. That's
know?
we're
Yeah.
a quarter
to 100.
to 100.
Yeah.
Man, I can't wait to hit that 100, yo.
100 would be cool.
This is
Like,
the COVID pod.
yeah, we're rebranding COVID quarantine pod, COVID pod, because it's pretty much
Well, I mean, everybody has to do that then, because that's anybody could sports, TMZ, like that's all they're talking about. You know? What I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
like the world is essentially shut down to just
Mostly.
COVID-19 for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part.
Except those few people who are really I don't care. I'm just gonna live life.
Yeah, like everybody in Miami.
Like
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah, like man's remember.
there's
Like
two-
today, I was like, oh yeah, it's March break. You know?
Yeah,
For the first
yeah,
time.
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I get both sides a little bit. So there's the side where they're like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to let this stop me from living my life.
Yeah.
But there's certain responsibilities that you should have during a pandemic.
Yeah.
If the government and people are telling you to stay at home or limit contact with others, which is, you should be doing that because it's obviously in everyone's best interest. Because honestly, we're trying to get rid of this pandemic and end it as quick as possible.
Yeah.
So I can go on my cruise.
Exactly, and so Jamal can go on his cruise in July. Because if this is still a problem in July, then
I'm gonna be pissed.
Well, if it's a
RIP
problem in
summer.
like May, then that shit's gonna
Even
hit.
That's what I'm
May,
saying. Yeah,
you know?
once May hits, once
Yeah.
May pulls up, then yeah, that's when I'm gonna have to start making decisions on
Yeah.
what the
I
fuck I'm
mean,
gonna do.
I hate to break it to you, but I'm hearing experts say that this is
Yeah.
not going away anytime soon.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't know what they mean by anytime soon. Like, does that mean 2 months? Does that mean 6 months?
I
Yeah.
think that's into summer.
Because if we're still hearing about this, like in September, I'm not even September. Yeah, before even, I don't want summer to get canceled, essentially.
Because especially here in Canada, like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we have to deal with the fucking winter. Like, you know what I
the
mean?
fact that we would have to
look
be
forward to our summers.
quarantined all of summer
Yeah.
to then just be quarantined again because it's winter.
Yeah.
People are gonna go fucking crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
For sure.
yeah,
For sure.
like it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, man. This is just a wild time. But yeah, like you're saying, I get both sides, but at the same time, the people that are living it up right now and doing whatever the fuck they want, it's very selfish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah,
one of
we
those
get that
things-
you aren't scared of it.
Exactly.
If you're a young person,
You're not
or
worried.
if you don't think you're in an area where you can catch it or whatever. But yeah, it's not about you. It's about the fact that you can spread it to so many people so quickly.
Exactly.
And you wouldn't even know you had it.
You could
know?
simply have no symptoms, like a lot of younger people, or mild symptoms to the point where you don't even really, like, you're not bedridden. You can
Yeah.
probably
still do your
you're
thing.
fine. You wouldn't even say under the weather.
Yeah.
But that can potentially kill an older person if they catch it, right?
somebody in your family.
That too, someone in your family.
And that's the problem is
'Cause
like
you wanted to go to
all
Miami.
these selfish people, as soon as if one person in their family or if they got it, then
Then they want to switch up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
That's wild.
I don't know about you guys. I'm not afraid of the virus because I stand a great chance of it simply just being young and healthy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm not. I'm just more cautious.
Yeah,
now, and
exactly.
everyone should be.
We're
Yeah,
all
I
just
feel
doing
like
our
we
part.
need to get it. Yeah, I feel like it should be at a point where we're on the same page. If the like there was a time last week when we weren't getting official government updates, but now we can hear directly from the government what they want us to do. So
Yeah.
just listen to them for once, like
Yeah.
on that one thing we can agree, like they're getting the best information because they're talking to, you know,
They actually know what's going on.
yeah,
Yeah.
like this is what their job is. You know, sometimes you're like, what is the government for? It's for this, for like
Yeah.
gathering information about what's going on and directing, like addressing what is best for the people.
I think in Canada we're doing well. I think like our citizens respect the government pretty well compared to other countries. Like I don't want to throw America in the dirt.
And we got it like
What?
we got it like later too. So
Yeah.
we've had time to hear what's been going on in other
true.
places, you know.
That's true. Like I was gonna say, like I don't want to throw America in the dirt, but I believe a lot of Americans don't listen to their government. They don't trust it, so they're just gonna do whatever they want essentially. So there could lead to a lot of people not being responsible, and I can see spread happening there.
Yeah.
Crazy. It could happen here too. Don't get me wrong. Like,
Yeah.
but I think we're
And
taking care
with
of
them
it.
too, like you have a president who
Yeah.
clearly doesn't have all the facts or doesn't care to have all
I
the
mean, yeah,
facts,
he's the
you know what I mean?
worst person to be in charge right now during this. Essentially, what he's been saying and
pretty
how he needed to be convinced whether this was even real in the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
To the point where, I mean, once it started really affecting the economy, I think that's when he started to be like, "Whoa, okay, this is actually more serious, right?" Couple people sick, whatever. But as soon as he starts losing money in his
Yeah.
businesses,
Stocks dropping.
yeah, all that stuff. I mean, and this is more serious. I mean, it's not a end of the world virus. I think I read a statistic saying it was like, okay, so hypothetically, if America, say they didn't do anything, say they just let the virus spread, whatever, everyone's traveling, whatever, doing regular life. There's just a virus running around. From what I understand, they're looking up to 70% of Americans catching it. Just over the course of a year or so, spreading to 70% of Americans, and then 2 million Americans dying from it.
Wow.
Majority being probably people
Yeah.
older.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's killed people in their 40s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not necessarily old people only at risk, but I mean, majority, yes. But yeah, 2 million Americans dying. You know what I
Wild.
mean? Which is quite a bit.
Yeah.
For sure. For
That's
sure.
quite a bit.
For sure.
So I mean, it's not an end of the world virus because it's just not strong enough to
Yeah.
kill that many people.
But it'd also be nice to, like, let's treat this as a test run that if there was, you know, an actual end of the world scenario coming around that,
and like,
you know, we'd be able to handle it.
yeah,
Because every time, no matter what type of apocalyptic movie it is, either if it's like aliens come to Earth or there's some sort of disease or whatever, I'm always wondering about like the real world. What would we do? I
Yeah.
feel like we wouldn't be as calm as
No.
some of these people. You know?
I mean,
No,
I think
yeah.
like I
our
rewatched
yeah.
Arrival and like.
That should be fucking wild.
Yeah,
Bro.
and like it was like they in like 5 minutes they jumped to like day 30 of when they
Yeah.
arrived or whatever. I'm like, yo, I swear the world would be burned by the time, like if there were these fucking pods just everywhere. You know
Yeah,
what
I'll
I
be
mean?
off this. Man. I'll be off this, bro.
Yeah.
It also reminds me of, even if you will, it's a lot more tame, but like Interstellar.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
They just had the problem with the crops.
yeah, yeah.
It was a singular thing, but it affected the world. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
To the point where they had to go find another fucking planet or another place
yeah,
to
see,
live.
that's even like we don't think about that like a disease that kills us, but if there was a disease that killed the crops, that's killing the animals and the vegetables. Like,
and then us.
yeah,
So it's just
that's
kinda wild.
even scarier.
Yeah,
'cause-
for sure.
yeah.
And there's not much that you can do about
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean? Shit's just gonna drop. It's gonna
Yeah.
drop, right?
yeah, is with pandemics. Like when you say this is the test run,
Yeah,
it really is, and we've had test runs before. I mean, there were. What happened in the last 20 years? We had H1N1,
yeah.
SARS, Ebola
Ebola.
was luckily isolated in West Africa. If that became global, that would have been a big issue.
They touched down in America like a 1-2 mans, but that
Yeah,
was it.
luckily that was isolated because I think that shit was like death rate was high.
Yeah.
Like 60% of people. I think it was I hate throwing around numbers because I might end up getting these facts wrong.
Yeah,
But I think it was
don't
one
quote us on the
I think it
numbers.
was around. I'll do a general statistic. I think 1 in 3 people who got Ebola died.
That's wild.
1 in 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it was isolated,
That's
maybe
the plague,
30,000
yeah.
cases, and then 10,000 died. It was something like that.
yeah.
Which is like the plague. So imagine if like Corona was at that death rate right now.
Yeah.
That'd be bad. You know what I
Pretty
mean? But
wild.
yeah, but what if a respiratory pandemic or disease that is as powerful as Ebola was happens?
Yeah.
And at the rate of pandemics happening, which we've had a pandemic about every 5 to 6 years in the last 20 years, right?
Yeah, and if you listen to anybody talk about it, any scientists or whatever, they predict these things and they predict that there is probably one that's gonna happen or
And
something.
it'll
you know?
just get worse
Yeah,
and worse.
exactly.
We're
Yeah.
gonna get a more powerful super virus. And
Yeah, because what we're doing is creating things that we don't like. We're creating the virus. It's kind of it's so weird that we're the ones who are responsible for these things that we can't cure.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And when you say the plague, for example, the plague was probably as deadly as maybe like Ebola, but it killed people only in a certain area of the world. Why? Well, simply because people just didn't travel the way they do now, right? Planes,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah, exactly.
someone could be in China and America and like in another place in the same week. You know what I mean? Like that wasn't possible back then. So it was isolated in Europe.
Yeah, that's the problem with this world is that it's the combination of you being the world being connected more now than it's ever been.
it's ever
So
been.
it can
and
just spread
and
crazy.
that we're creating more and more deadly
You know what
viruses.
I mean, it's
the more
crazy.
we
I
do
mean,
these
like
things.
it started in market in Wuhan, and now it's it's in every country on the planet in 3 months.
yeah,
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Almost every country. I
Exactly.
can't. Not every. Most countries, from what I understand, has a case or two. But yeah, no, it's wild. Like, I mean, you just hope that, like this, for example, will prepare us for the next and for the next. But I don't think we'll ever truly be prepared.
Never.
It's
We'll
always,
never truly
we're
be
always
prepared.
we're always gonna be kind of winging it every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately,
And there's the way that some things are being handled with just the pace that, you know, again, we just closed the border today.
that could have been done
while
earlier.
ago.
I just like I don't know like
Like, again, if we had a situation like Arrival and there's fucking pods coming out the fucking sky,
yeah.
is that what's going to happen as well? Are we just chilling for a few weeks? And
yeah, and then telling
Let's-
people like, all right, let's stay home now.
let's see how let's see how those guys handle it
The
over there
politicians are
first.
put in weird positions. They got to make these judgment calls. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
closing the American border just recently. That's a big call.
Yeah.
It's a big call, but at the same time, it's like
Because
I feel like those are also, it's a big call, but it's also, I hate to say it, an easy call. If you have something, especially in this time where we're able to travel and get around the world so easily, and we're also connected, then we need to cut off the connection.
Yeah.
Simply.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that way you're able to contain it and work on it a little more. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That again, that's why even in China right now, they're not lit, but they're doing way better than everybody else because they handled their business. They closed off everything they had to close off. People were in quarantine. They weren't allowed to leave their fucking houses. And now the situation there is more controlled than it was. They have doctors now from China going to Italy to help them because the guy they know what had happened.
Yeah.
They know how to deal with this now, and they've been able to save lives and cure people and make sure all the situations are resolved. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I understand. Yeah, I understand the higher powers are in a tough place sometimes, especially with so much money being thrown around. But you won't have money if no one's here. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you know what I mean?
You have we're all willing in times like this, we're all willing to respect your decision, no
Yeah.
matter what it is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you think it's something that will piss people off, it's like we all know that we have to make a change right now for the time being.
Yeah.
Well, some of us don't, but
Yeah.
I think as each day passes, less and less people are, taking it lightly. So
Exactly.
all we can do is try and hurry up the pace at which people like take something like this seriously, you know?
Exactly. But I will say, the more positive news. On my Twitter, everybody I'm following, if you're a female,
I know where I'm going with this. Where you're going with this?
all these girls are busting open their OnlyFans.
Yo, times are tough, man.
I get it, man. You got to get that
Times are
bag.
tough.
Yeah.
And
Any
it's funny.
any Instagram girl or Twitter, whatever, has
Even the guys,
anyone
bro.
who's
The guys are busting out the OnlyFans, man.
anyone who's pondered maybe starting one is like, fuck it. I guess
Yeah,
I'm doing
that's what it looks
now.
like. Because it's like
Shit.
a lot of regular just people that I follow that just post funny shit on Twitter that I'm like,
Yeah.
that's funny. All of a sudden, like, oh yeah, I just decided to open up an OnlyFans, and I'm like,
shit.
shit, yo.
Yeah, fuck that waitress job. It got canceled. I guess I'm starting to sell my ass now.
You gotta do what you gotta do. I can't hate on it, man.
yeah. I'm like,
Are you opening one?
I kind of have one, just not me.
We have the Patreon.
I got the
But
Patreon.
I think the fans want an Ian.
just me.
Yeah. You guys let us know. We see. If we
I
can set
mean,
that up.
like, I've thought about a Pornhub account.
Oh yeah, eh?
Yeah,
Same. I have to.
Possibly. with my significant other is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
possible in the future.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's possible. Eh?
Maybe.
You sucking toes.
Maybe. Might be in a niche. I don't know. I was just like, maybe. It's so off topic. What the fuck? But like, I was like, maybe. But I'm also worried about being exposed. But then it's like, if I'm making so much money, who cares?
Yeah,
at
who
that
cares if
point?
you're
That's what I'm
exposed?
saying. Like, I'll say I'll get off this topic in a sec, but I'll notice like as soon as those couples that have those channels start, you can tell they start making bread. They start to show their face a little more.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
They start to show their face a little more in each one because they're like, fuck it, like I'm making $40K a month, yo. I
Yeah.
don't care if I show my face.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
all I did was fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
noticed that. But anyways, back to Corona.
What do you mean?
I mean, we don't ever need to jump back to Corona. Exactly. Just keep coming back
It's
anyway.
it's such a. You see what he did there? You see, I called it, yo. I knew he was gonna hit that shit too early.
You guys don't know what that is? Like, bro, that's
The boy Idris has the Rona,
that's
bro.
just coughing, bro. That's not even. That's before Corona shit. Like that's fucked. Anyways,
You hit that shit way too early. You're supposed to build it up, yo.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, the boy Idris has the Rona, bro. Did you see the video of him announcing it?
I didn't watch it, but
yeah, I saw it.
It's pretty. It's obviously prayers to Idris.
yeah.
I mean-
I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure it'll all work out for him and whatnot. But in the video, it's I found it a little funny that his wife is just sitting beside him
Yeah, he's breathing on him.
and she's just there. She looks so concerned, and I'm like, dude, like. You should probably be in another room at the bare minimum.
I guess she assumes that she probably
guess
has
she
it.
just-
Yeah,
has it. She's
I
like,
guess
yeah.
she's probably just waiting for results as
Yeah.
well. They're probably crushed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah, he's one of the guys that'll be fine. KD has it.
Yeah. Katie, man.
The boy KD, he's just having a rough.
Apparently,
rough time.
so we're thinking Drake might have it.
Allegedly,
Like-
Drake is in isolation right now because he was hanging out with KD a few days ago.
In Toronto or in America though?
I think probably most likely America.
Oh, okay.
I believe. I don't know.
Surprised he'd even go there. Drake's
I don't
Drake's so good because I don't know either.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't be traveling back and forth right now. But it's Drake. He has a private jet. He can do
Yeah,
whatever. He has a private jet. So actually,
Yeah,
he could
it's
avoid
probably
it.
on top of his house.
He
and
could
just
avoid
left
all
from
that
there.
shit. That's what I was gonna say. Like, if there's anyone who's gonna survive all this, it'd be like Drake.
The rich
Because
people.
this motherfucker has like a big ass house. He could literally stay in there for a year.
Yeah.
If he wanted to.
Yeah,
You know
he
what I
was
mean?
posting
Like-
up shit of him just. He's like, all right, I'm just gonna work on my shot. Like, 'cause
There's
he
like
has
a
his, he has
notch.
his ball court in his house.
Yeah.
There's enough shit to do in his house. He can't get bored. He's chilling. He can make music from his house. He could drop music from his house.
I'd love to see a
Doesn't have to be
Drake movie of just how he's dealing with this. But I want to see like the worst circumstances, like
Bro, it's gonna be so fucked.
everything's locked down, he can't leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's
in his
just
mansion.
drinking fucking the most expensive drinks as his personal bartender makes it for him.
It's a robot though because he wasn't able to have a human there anymore.
Shit.
So he got the robot bartender instead.
Yeah.
The one that is on my cruise that I might not go on.
Fucking cruise, man.
They don't fucking cheese about, but it's all good. Again, I don't want to be at risk of the Rona, so you know, if my cruise is shut down, it's shut down.
Yeah.
I just gotta let it go. I'm just making sure. I just gotta make sure that I get all my money and shit back, which I most likely will because of the
I
situation.
I hope you do.
Yeah, I hope there's no like bullshit about
That
that.
sucks.
Yeah.
They just fuck this. I thought this was actually pretty crazy. They just closed Billy Bishop till June.
Yeah,
Till
yeah.
June 1st.
Yeah.
That's the deep.
They closed another 3 airports as well in Canada or not Canada.
If
in
Pearson
Ontario.
closes, then we really on a lockdown.
Yeah.
No one's coming. Out.
Yeah, that's crazy. Then.
Yeah, if Pearson were to close down, that'd
Yeah.
be wild.
Yeah. Billy Bishop, Port. So no domestic flights from there. Can't really fly to New York City or anything like that.
Yeah, like wouldn't it make more sense to leave the domestic ones open?
That's what I was thinking because it's like my girl's driving down here, luckily, but like she wanted to fly, she couldn't do that right now.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with a domestic flight?
Yeah.
I don't see the problem with that, but I don't know.
Again, you just don't know, I guess, who
don't
has it or, again, who they've been in contact with or what's happening at the airport. Are they cleaning?
You can catch it from the airport.
Yeah. You know, the plane, you can catch it everywhere. Because, again, like Kevin was saying earlier, the shit lasts for a couple of days, a few hours at least. So, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna say who has it or might have it, but yo, we know someone that might have it.
Oh, yeah?
We're gonna tell you off the pod.
Jeez.
It was the douchebag.
Don't kill me. He's
The
gonna
douchebag filmmaker with the long ass intro.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he might have it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, we found out just when we pulled up.
Zach was telling us. Yeah.
Man, yeah.
He was traveling.
Karma, I guess.
He was traveling in the US. Yeah.
Yeah, he was traveling a lot. So yeah, apparently he was traveling. So he and he had some of the symptoms. So he had to wait a bunch of hours. He went to his doctor. Then they sent him to the hospital.
Jeez.
And then he sat at the hospital for I don't know how long, like 12 hours or something like that.
Probably gave it to like
And they
3
got
other
a
people.
test. Yeah,
He went to his
exactly.
doctor. Probably
Exactly.
I don't even want to go to a doctor's office right now, even if I
Yeah.
have some other
Yeah, exactly.
other
Even if I had
condition
something
right
else
now.
going on,
You know what I mean?
Even like I broke my leg, I'm good, yo.
I'm good. I'll wait at home, bro.
That'll heal up, yo, on the couch.
I just watch it. I'll watch a YouTube video on how to handle that. You know?
I'll just FaceTime Sampreet. Yo.
Yeah, yo, Sampreet, how do I deal with this? You'll get 2 sticks. That'd be fucking crazy. Yeah, be crazy.
Yeah.
The Rona, dog.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say, okay, so financially,
Yeah,
this is a problem
indeed,
for many people.
indeed.
Many people,
Us.
everyone. Like
Yeah,
us,
everybody's affected.
Every person is affected. Is going to lose money this year and probably make less money this year.
2020 was supposed to be the year, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was looking so promising in the first 2 months. And I'm not giving up on 2020.
I mean, either.
And like, there's a lot we can operate. Luckily, Lost Nostalgia can operate. Honestly, we could operate at about a 70%. I would say 60 to 70%.
Yeah.
With this all going on,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So it's not too bad, but still, like
Just,
it's gonna affect our other
just
side
annoying.
jobs, our other side gigs that we do.
Yeah, trying to do shoots.
Everything is canceled. Like any freelancer that works in any kind of live events or concerts, those people who do concerts, like the stage crew people, those people are out of a job. Anyone in the film industry is out of a job. I mean, a lot of people. You know what I mean, unless you work at like a bank, retail, which select retail is closing.
I just got the text
Yeah.
this
You're
this
closing.
morning. I got it just before we did the pod that I don't have to go to work. Mm-hmm. I forgot to text her back.
Select
do that
retail is
later.
closing. It's
Yeah.
up to the company's discretion unless the government says, well, the retail industry is closed too, which it could happen.
Totally.
It could, it may not. If it gets worse, probably. If it stays if it's stagnant, it probably won't. You know what I mean? Fast food's still open. All that shit's still
Yeah.
Walmart's still open.
Yeah.
So, like, it just depends. So, some people are being affected. Most people are being affected.
Yeah.
And I just, like, I mean, I like, how do you guys feel how the government's handling it right now? Because
Our
they're giving
government?
us, they're giving us benefits. Is it enough? You know what I mean? Like,
We'll have to see how
don't have
it's
all-
distributed and
Yeah.
how it helps everybody.
because
but-
because EI is complicated because EI, first of all, like, you have to be essentially fired or laid off. So if your work closes, that's considered being laid off.
I've been laid off.
So you can apply for EI. Great. How much are you going to get is the question. You never get the amount you were making, but is there a special COVID-19 EI where, because you were laid off because of the virus, are you getting the equivalent of what you would be making, what you were working hourly? If you're not, then people are going to start struggling because anyone who's living on the edge, which I would say is more than half of Torontonians, they're going to be struggling.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And,
So and that's what I was gonna say. So I think from the information that we've gathered,
yeah.
because Justin Trudeau just busted out $82 billion out of nowhere. We
Yeah,
don't need to talk
that's
about
another
that.
topic.
We don't need to get into that
They
right
always
now.
had it.
They always had it, but we don't need to. We're not gonna call you out. Yeah. So from my understanding, I feel like it would be a specific Corona EI
yeah.
that most people are getting right now just because of the time, because most people are going to be without a job, right? So I'm sure you wouldn't have too much of an issue. And I believe they also said that they're going to be opening up and making sure that they approve people a lot faster.
Faster, yeah, because typically, like, you could be waiting up to 4 weeks for EI.
Yeah.
We'd like
Yeah,
to see
there's
that.
no way that's gonna
No,
work,
because
yeah.
like, fuck. I mean, this might clear up in 4 weeks. Probably not, but
I'm just gonna keep telling myself that it will.
It will?
Because, like, yeah, you know,
that's what
'cause-
I am too. Because if I'm
Yeah.
thinking, if
Yeah.
I'm thinking this isn't clearing up to August, it's gonna put me down.
Yeah.
a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
like,
Yeah.
fuck, like, Jesus Christ, I was looking forward to this year.
Yeah.
I might as well write off this year then at this point.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
Yeah, it feels like that. And again, I remember saying on this podcast, like, yeah, man, I've just been so like down in February. I just wasn't feeling it. I
Little
was
did we
looking
know,
forward to March.
Corona. We were like, yeah,
March
Corona's
pulls
just
up.
in China. Corona's just in China, whatever. Or
Yeah.
a couple Iranians had it, whatever. And it's here. Like, fuck.
Bro, I got hit with so much shit in March just off the bat. I was chilling on my phone one day at my house and just scrolling through watching videos on my phone. And then I got hit. I got a text message from my phone company saying, "You've used 50% of your data." I'm like, I thought I was on Wi-Fi the whole time, bro. I was like,
I've done that.
Damn, bro.
I've done that. I've done that.
Yep. And then right after that, I heard we had the kind of first stages of the quarantine and the lockdown of the country, if you will.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn, like shit's just going crazy right now, starting off in March, yo.
Yeah.
I thought I was gonna be able to, fucking do all this crazy shit, and now I can't even really go outside too much.
Yeah.
Technically, we shouldn't even be here,
Yeah.
really, technically, but we can because
We
there's
got
not too many
business.
people.
We got business to do.
Well, you sound like the CEOs.
We got business to do. Yeah, the CEOs are talking shit about. Nah, I just like you're right, and I mean whatever. You're right. It's only 3 of us. Like,
Yeah, it's only 3 of us. They said as long as it's not too many people, so it's cool.
Yeah, like when I went downtown yesterday, I passed by like 100 people. Overall, the whole day, I would say I walked by 100 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
whatever. You'd have to literally not leave your house if you didn't want to get it.
Exactly.
And also, you'd have to like be very close to people too, like
Yeah.
to really be at risk.
Yeah, me walking by all those people.
Yeah.
It's not too.
Too wild.
It's too wild. I mean, yeah, it's like you always wonder how you get a cold. Kind of just happens. Where did you get it? How
Yeah.
did you get it? You know what I mean? Did you simply just touch a pole and touch your mouth? Mm-hmm. Were you next to someone sick all day? Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's hard to say.
All right, yo. Man, the COVID talks are just
Yeah.
bringing me down even more.
Yeah. But it is great that we have the podcast to. It'll be
Yeah,
great to
something
like
to do.
look back on this and be
Yeah.
like, yo, mans
Yeah.
were down.
Yeah.
Time was tough, Like
This is,
when I'm feeling sad later in the future, I'm gonna look back at this and be like, at least I'm not like this.
Yeah, I mean, we're essentially documenting our life
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
this. And yeah. No,
That's part of
these
the
are-
that's part of what's gonna be really cool with the podcast.
That's
is,
why
like,
it'll be
seeing
cool for us.
Yeah.
It'd be cool for us.
The
like
growth.
We're
Yeah.
literally gonna be growing. Like
Yeah.
if we do this 5 years, man's gonna look younger
Yeah.
and then older.
Like
Yeah.
Ian's hair color changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, my yeah. No one even I didn't even mention
Oh
that.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you didn't even know.
Yeah, because I already saw it on the thing. On
Oh, yeah,
your
true.
story. Yeah,
Mine-
that's
yeah,
why.
yeah. That my sick ass story.
It's a little darker than I'd like it to be.
Yeah,
but
that shit was hilarious.
that story, yeah. I almost felt kind of salty about that one. Still, I'm like,
That was
why?
sick,
make
yeah.
it
His
look
girl,
like-
his girl hit me up. She's like, "Yo, this is 10 out of 10. I'm making this my background." The music was great, though.
Yeah.
This guy, of course, this
645.
guy who plays 645.
Yeah,
Yo.
that's
I want that guy on the pod, bro.
We need to get
And
him
he
on
has to
this soon.
speak like he does the whole time. Yeah, exactly.
He did it. I'm genius. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
exactly.
real. It's real.
Yeah.
I thought it was I thought an engineer was altering.
I mean, I'm
his voice.
sure there's a little like I think he says he doesn't, but like he probably does like
He raps like that,
but
and then
they
they fix it
yeah
up.
they do a
Yeah.
little.
You can
touch
hear
on
the
it.
auto tune in his voice.
Yeah,
They're
no, they
doing
auto tune
stuff.
for sure, but like they are
Okay.
pitching it.
They're pitching it?
for
Just
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
But it's again, it's impressive that
Yeah,
he's just
yeah,
doing
yeah,
that.
exactly.
He's actually rapping like that.
Yeah.
which is funny.
That's true.
But yeah, no, like
Yeah.
like I was saying again, like we've been saying, like with the OnlyFans and even us just having this, you know what I mean? It's just a good time for everybody to take the opportunity to create some content. You know?
Honestly, yeah, like this like stay positive, like that side hustle that you could work from home, that Shopify store you wanted to open, that t-shirt shop you wanted to open, whatever the hell it might have been, might be that you
Or
were
even
thinking
just a
about.
hobby, just a
Some
hobby that you,
hobby.
Yo,
if you
pick it
wanted
up.
to learn an instrument or something.
It's time.
Or, yeah,
Yo,
like,
You
pick
have
it
no
up, do it.
excuses now.
Don't just sit home. Honestly, like cool, watch Netflix is dope, but I wouldn't spend the whole time just watching Netflix.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, come on. Like, how many times do you actually get an excuse to not be at work and sit at home all day?
Yeah,
That
exactly.
almost never happens.
Exactly.
So take advantage of that. Like, and it'll also just not make you feel as depressed about not being
Yeah.
at work and being broke.
I think for me, yeah, the thing that like, people are gonna get sick, everybody's gonna be suffering financially, but I feel like the thing that's bothering me, I don't know why it's bothering me because I'm fine. I'm bothered that I know other people are just gonna be sitting at home bored,
Yeah, bored.
miserable.
Bro, I'm
like,
seeing that now at my house. I'm just
Yeah.
like looking at, I don't want to call them out, but certain people in my house. And I'm just like, yo, you've been sleeping all day. You slept, you woke up, you ate, you watched a movie and fell asleep again.
Yeah.
And you've been doing that since last week.
Yeah.
Because they got called off of work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you're gonna
Wow.
feel like shit after that. Trust. Like,
Yeah.
I've done that many times. Like, you
Yeah.
know what I
Yeah,
mean?
when I'm not active, like,
Yeah.
or doing something mentally stimulating to some degree,
The days
I
that
get sluggish.
the days that I'm the most tired are when I didn't do anything. Like,
Yeah, man.
You know? And just all I did was sit
All
on
I
the
did
couch
was
and
just,
eat.
yeah, exactly. And I'm so tired those
Yeah.
days, bro.
But there's days where like put in bare steps or like walked or worked out or was working for how many hours and no food, but I'm like have more energy because
Exactly.
you just like you're exerting more, you know?
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. I'm like, fuck it. I'm gonna start going on walks and shit around my street
Yeah.
every day.
Since
Me and my
you-
girl went on one the other day, so I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna. Do
It is
that.
a lot nicer outside too.
Yeah, so it's a good time to kind of
like
do it.
Gyms are
quiet.
closed
Yeah.
too. Like,
It's a good time. Yeah, it's quiet.
People
Nobody's
are gonna be
really
avoiding
outside.
you. You know, even if you do
No one
see
wants to
somebody on
talk
the
to you.
street. Yeah, it's perfect. Yeah, like I always dreamt of that, like walking around and like having people actually move out of the way,
Yeah.
instead of just like being all close up. to
Great,
you
and not
shit,
because
you
of
know?
racism.
But there are still some mans when you see you're
Yeah.
like, why was it Corona or?
What is it? You know? What's going on
Yeah.
here? But no, yeah, it's just a perfect time to make sure that you handle any business that you've been putting off or anything that you've just been putting off. Like me personally, I can't wait just to get into some of these edits. Again, I was complaining last week about clients and stuff like that. You've gotten most of that shit sorted out, so now I got to edit. You know what I mean? So I'm going to be using that time to do edits. I've also, I can kind of even talk about that. For anybody that is looking for freelance work still, if you are an editor specifically, or maybe even artists or whatever, if you go on to Tongle.com, I believe it is, or .ca, I believe it's Tongle.com, Genero, Honeybook, stuff like that. You can find jobs online where you can work from home and get stuff done. You just got to apply to them and they have to accept you.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just do submissions and it's like, again, it's almost like applying for a grant, if you will. But you can make some good money sitting at home off these websites, especially editors and people that score music and stuff like that. Those are the type of people that they're looking for
they're
a lot
looking
of the
for
time.
music and people who can create social media posts and content.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's tons of shit. I mean, there are some stuff that might require you to leave the house and
sometimes, depending on the job.
and shoot stuff and
Yeah.
actually like produce something. But there's a few options on there.
Yeah.
There's different types of work. You know, those are really great, man. And
Yeah.
I think we've talked about getting work from there, but we've always prioritized work from Toronto.
Work from Toronto, yeah.
So this is because a lot of this work is abroad, right? So you're gonna get like, I don't know, a UK company contracting North Americans to produce something or whatever,
Something,
an
yeah.
American company
Yeah.
to produce. We need 6 social media posts.
Yeah. For
blah,
example,
blah.
that's
You know what I
exactly
mean?
what I'm going to be applying to after the pod.
Yeah.
Like I have to just finish up my submission for that. So when I get back home, I'm going to do that because the deadline is tomorrow, 3 p.m.
Yeah.
But yeah, all it is, the one I'm applying to on Tongle is just to create some social media posts from, I believe it was, May to August or something
It's
like that.
pretty good too.
It was a
man.
few months and it was like a couple
8,000
grand.
American or something.
Yeah, it was
right?
8,000 American. So again, that goes into your pockets, and you get money if they choose your pitch as well. You get a bonus on top of that, so you'll get an extra $500 if you get your pitch chosen as a prize, and then they'll still pay you after that your 8,000.
Yeah.
So
it's
that's something to look
competitive
into.
though, so
Very
keep
competitive.
that in mind. I mean, there's lots of people applying
Yeah.
to it, so you're pitching it with a treatment or whatever, your body of work, and it's a competition essentially.
Yeah.
It's fine. I mean, nothing's for free. So yeah, but honestly, it doesn't hurt to try.
It doesn't hurt to try. That's what I'm
if you-
saying.
if
Like
you're good at something,
you
yeah.
can get an extra possible 8 racks if you just submit it, possibly.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Without really doing too much extra work. You might not get it, but that just means, okay, cool. On to the next. At least I tried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, check out, again, Genero, Tongle, Honeybook, shit like that. You can look those up. They have a lot of jobs online for freelancers.
Upwork.
Upwork, yeah.
So
Upwork
I
as
was
well.
about to get into that. So there's, I mean, there's a few ways to make money online. You know what I mean? I think, Upwork or Fiverr.
Yeah, Fiverr.
are really
Yeah.
good
Mhm.
if
Great.
you're how do I say it? Yeah, if you're a creative. It's not just creatives. You know, there's writers, people who can write legal documents, even essays.
Yeah.
Not many essays because I guess school's out.
School's out,
But yeah, if you're a graphic designer or you could do voiceover or whatever kind of little job you can do, Yeah, you can make a Fiverr account or Upwork account and get work from there.
Yeah, that's what I was doing yesterday. Actually, I was just fixing up our accounts on a bunch of those platforms and a few more that we have to still do. I almost forgot about the Honeybook and Upwork. Sorry. So yeah, I was just fixing up our accounts on there so that we can then apply to do a lot of work, or at least submit it. Hopefully. And even again, I don't care if I don't get anything. At least I know that I put in the time to try and make something happen.
Because you had the time to do it too.
Exactly. That way I can never feel like, oh yeah, I didn't have the time to do this.
Yeah.
Because that's what our excuse was before.
Yeah.
We just had other shit going on, so we just decided
which is
not
true,
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you gotta see these opportunities as things to do things that you wouldn't have time for before, you know?
Yeah.
Think about all the things that you used to say that, you know, I didn't have time for this. You do have it now.
Now
That's
you
it.
have fucking infinite amount of
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So
Clean your room.
Yeah.
yeah, there's a lot of shit that can be done right now. There's literally no excuse. The only thing, unfortunately, is the gym.
No, but that's not even an excuse.
That's the
You can work out at your house, jog around the block.
That's very right.
You know what I mean? Lift
You're
up.
right, you're right,
If you
you're
have kids, lift
You're
up
right.
your kids.
Yeah.
Fucking pretend you're bench pressing them or
You're
something.
right.
You know?
Even in Canada, it's warm enough to go for a jog right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, the jog itself is going to warm
I'm
you
pretty
up.
sure I could go on
anyways.
Instagram and find a workout routine. I'm sure there's bare people who are
Exactly.
like workout from home with no
This
equipment.
is the time for fitness people,
Yeah.
especially to
Yeah.
take advantage of people that are just going to be sitting at home doing nothing.
Yeah, I've seen people
Eating
doing
chips.
like live dance classes and live aerobics classes or whatever on Instagram
Yeah.
Live and shit. Like, do that if you are an instructor or if you are somebody who's complaining about wanting to get in shape. This is the time.
This
you know?
is the time. This is the time. And going off of what you just said, with people going on live, a lot of people on social media are doing their own Instagram live stuff. Like a lot of musicians, like John Legend, he was doing his own little concert at his
Yeah.
house, playing the piano for a while for people on Instagram Live, and a few other artists were doing that as well. That's something that you can do if you're an artist. Like again, even if you don't have all the viewers popping in it, just do it. Just do something and get more engagement. Like,
Yeah, like
people are gonna find
if
you.
you're complaining about this, I get it. The social distancing thing can be hard because you don't know how you can keep in contact with people and stuff sometimes. And I don't really like talking to people on the phone, but if you're not doing anything anyway, then use that time to connect with people because
Yeah.
we have the technology. There was a time when we didn't have technology to do all this shit.
Connect
Exactly.
with people.
The other
Connect,
day,
yeah.
like the other day, I was thinking about that. Like, remember when video calling seemed like that was the future?
Yeah, that was the future. Like you only saw that in spy movies.
yeah.
Shit, I'm getting
You only saw that shit in Spy
I'm getting a
Kids.
video
Yeah.
call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like shit.
Now it's like nothing.
It's
Yeah,
anytime,
Or I
anywhere.
even like the simplest thing. Like I remember thinking like when we used to play basketball, I always used to think like it would be sick to have a speaker outside that you
Yeah.
could carry around. And
Yeah.
now there's literally like I have like 10 of them in the house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
little-
think
little
about the
Bluetooth
technology
speakers, yeah.
that's allowed
Exactly.
us to do so much more now than we would have been able to do before.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah,
like
just take advantage of this moment. You know what I mean? Again, anybody could do this. I see a lot of people just going on Instagram Live just to chat,
yeah,
just talk with people, talk some shit online. Like,
yeah.
it's a good time to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a good time to take advantage of social media and what we do have. Because we always had the social interaction in person and online, but now since we can't necessarily do all the in person stuff, let's see what we can now do online. That might even lead to more innovations.
Yeah. And like, look, because I haven't been a big fan of social media and shit. I mean, obviously it's necessary, but I think like a time like this, we could actually find the positive impact that we can
Exactly.
actually use it for. And because I think people are a lot more understanding that it's, going on Twitter and social media isn't just for trolling and shit. It is,
Yeah.
but it's also for, like actually making genuine connections with people.
Yeah.
And you can actually have genuine conversations with people on the internet, and we have the ability to do that now,
Yeah.
and this is the time for it.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
do any of you have a couple? You got to have a couple contacts or friends who you haven't talked to in a long time
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that you probably thought about hitting them up.
A little bit, but not really.
Okay, maybe you just don't care
I'm
about
stubborn
people.
though.
yeah.
You
Like,
know-
I mean, I've thought about it, but also
You know what I
like
mean?
I don't need to talk
like-
to anybody. But like, I
Damn
would,
it.
I would like
Guys
to
just
talk
You guys
to
trying to be
people.
all sweet.
You diverted my point.
I know
I
you
think
mean.
a
No, I
lot
get
of
what you mean though.
a lot of
Yeah.
people should text or call a couple
Yeah.
people that you haven't talked to in a minute. you
Yeah.
know?
No, I get
it
what you
actually
mean.
feels good to reconnect with
sure,
someone
yeah.
that you fucked with.
Especially those,
yeah.
it's especially if it's those people where like if you do see them, you're like, yeah, we'll chill one time, like let's link.
Yeah.
you know, and
And
then
you don't link.
Yeah,
Well, now you can link online.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah,
there's
why
no
not?
excuse because you both know you can't link in person, so
It works out a little bit better.
Exactly, yeah.
This was working a little better for me because I recently linked up with a couple friends who I haven't talked to. It's been over a year, so that felt good.
Yeah.
They actually listen. So if you're listening right now, shout out to you guys.
Aw.
Yeah,
Shout out you
No,
guys.
it's cool. So like, now's the time to reconnect with a couple of people maybe you haven't talked to in a minute. Be like, what's up? How you guys doing?
Yeah, yo. Just
During
don't,
this-
just
during
don't
this
have boring
pandemic.
conversations with me if you're gonna hit me up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, one of my pet
Well,
peeves is
okay, well, these are friends these are the types of friends that when you could literally, like, you could not see each other for 5 years.
yeah, and then
you
everything's
just,
cool.
You just link up, and it's like
Yeah.
you
You were chilling
it's-
yesterday.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
like that's what it's like with these guys.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like I could just go on and have conversations for hours with them, and I haven't even talked to them in over a
Yeah.
year. Well, it's not awkward at all. So
Yeah.
I mean,
I
those
just don't like the mans that hit you up and start the conversation, but don't continue it.
Bro.
Yeah.
Look at this guy's stressed.
bro,
Bro.
there's this one guy. I'm not gonna say, but there's this one guy who I know who would hit me up on Facebook constantly.
Yeah, I have
Just
those.
saying, "Yo, Taylor,
Yeah.
what's up?"
Yeah.
And then I respond, I'm like, "Hey," and he's like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Nothing."
Yeah,
And then he
Yeah,
just
that
and then he leaves me
smells
on
so
read, and he'd do that once every 2 months.
Hate that
for like
shit.
over a year. Yo, what's
Hate
up?
that shit. I have
Yo,
family
do you know
members
anything
that do
about
that
graphic
shit.
design? Yeah. What do you need? No response.
Yeah,
you know what I
fuck
mean? Like
that.
just like what the fuck? Like what's
that,
wrong with
man.
this
I
guy?
hate when people make you go through that extra step. Like if you want something from me, just
Yeah.
say it in the first message.
Yeah.
You know?
That's you had to
Just
go
give me a
through
nice
3
little block.
Yeah.
I'll read it all and
Yeah.
I'll give you the information
Exactly.
that you need.
Bro,
you know
you
what I
have
mean?
to go through 3 or 4 text exchanges before figuring out what the fuck you wanted.
Yeah.
So I just got cheese. I stopped replying.
No,
bro.
I literally I do that to everybody now. Anybody that hits me up like that, if you're not pushing the conversation, especially when you've contacted me,
Yeah.
if you're not pushing this conversation or continuing this shit, I am not giving you any answers. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I've had family members hit me up. Hey Jay, how are you doing? Oh, I'm great. How are you? Fine.
Do you want me to say something?
I don't give a fuck.
You hit me up.
Exactly.
You hit me up. Like, what do you want?
And to the point where I'm just like, all right.
Yeah.
I've blocked family members because they've done that to me too many times. I'm like,
That's
I don't
dope.
want you to have contact with me. I will only see you in person
Yeah.
from now on. That's it.
That's facts. They should get their online privileges banned for that.
Yeah, I'm like, or get your online game up.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yo, if you're gonna hit me up, talk to me.
Yeah.
Let's talk. Like, I'm down. I'm not trying to avoid you or anything,
Yeah.
but like,
You have
lead.
to have something to say. Yeah.
Lead.
We can't be doing those MSN conversations anymore where it'd be
Yeah,
like,
I'm
hey,
cute.
what's up? Not
Hey.
much not much.
Not
Like
much
we're not 4
NM.
Yeah, we're not 8 years old anymore. You know, we can't do that shit anymore.
NM.
NMU?
Bro, I wish I could look at those old texts just to
Bro,
cringe so
yeah, I
hard.
know, yo.
Just like
I
how
know.
you used to text your girlfriend in the
Yeah, I
8th
know.
grade.
It'd be
You know
so
what I mean?
fucking
Oh
cringy.
my
I remember
God.
I used to say the same shit to girls all the time. Same shit, bro.
Yeah.
I went through the same
Bro,
cycle.
I look at how I texted 3 years ago and I cringe. Like,
Yeah.
you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, shit.
Yeah, bro. It's
Constantly
wild.
changing the way we communicate.
It's wild, bro.
But yeah, oh my god.
yeah, but if you're gonna hit anybody up, make sure you have something to say.
Yeah, someone that's worth hitting up.
God damn.
That should have added that point. But hit someone up that, like, you know, maybe you haven't talked to in a minute.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, I know.
Times are tough right now. Maybe it'll
I
make their
know.
day, make your day.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Why
Yeah,
not?
it's realistically, like, I don't know why people can't realize this, but it doesn't take a lot to make your day. Like the smallest thing will be like, I'll be like, all right, yeah, cool. Like my day's good now, you know.
That's true. That's true. A lot of
I
things.
feel like people get dragged down in a lot of like, and it's so easy if you're reading too much news. It can be easy to get caught up and
Yeah.
feel sad, but then you have to realize like it's still your life. You know, you can't
the end
just
of the day.
Yeah, we're shut down, but you can. Nobody's telling you you can't live your life.
Exactly.
You know
a lot
what
of
I
people
mean?
are panicking, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I understand why you're worried about certain things,
Yeah.
but like take control of your life a little
Yeah.
bit. Like you don't have to fucking freak out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, it's just this mob mentality that humans have where it's kind of like a group, like people start doing one type of thing, behave in a certain way, then everyone follows.
Yeah, like buying tissue paper.
So the toilet paper,
Yeah.
for example, toilet paper is interesting because it's you wonder, and I think we asked about this last time.
Yeah, we
but
talked about it last time.
I've gotten a little more answers as to why
Mm-hmm.
why we chose why do humans choose toilet paper as this item. First of all, for everyone buying toilet paper, is because it's kind of like the idea where if you walk into a store and you see toilet paper gone or running out or everyone's buying toilet paper, you're gonna be like, why is everyone buying toilet paper?
Yeah.
I guess I need to buy some.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that follower mentality. So everyone's following each other. Everyone feels like they need to because everyone else is doing it. So that's number one. Number two, why did they choose toilet paper? Well, I think toilet paper is one of the top hygienic items apparently on humans' list right now. So I guess that's another reason why. It's kind of ridiculous because there's so many other things that you should be stocking up on.
Yeah.
Like food. I mean, I guess we are stopping up. Toilet paper was the first thing. Then we went back and got the food and the next day. That's
There
kind
was
of weird.
no bread at Walmart.
So yeah, there's
Yeah.
certain. So yeah, and
I
it's
heard
funny.
there's no flour too.
There's certain
Men's are
foods-
bakers out here now. All of a
Yeah.
sudden,
There's certain foods that people went to, and it's the kind of foods that we think about during an apocalypse. So bread and canned goods and toiletry, stuff like that. We thought about. You go to the potato chip aisle, it's nothing. No one bought chips.
Yeah.
Bro, they're leaving all the vegan food behind.
Vegan food,
It's
gone.
hilarious.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's there.
It is. It
The
is.
vegan
Yo,
food is there. I was at
saw a
Walmart,
photo.
and as I
Yeah.
said, all the bread was gone except
the vegan version.
Yeah.
for the vegan and gluten-free bread.
Yeah, it's so funny. It's like even when times are tough, like
Buy
people
bread
are
though.
still
Like
not
bread
buying it.
expires so fucking quickly.
That's what
Put it
I
in
was.
the freezer.
You
Yeah,
could
yeah,
freeze
yeah,
it,
yeah. Yeah.
but I don't know. It's just things that people think like non-perishables. People need to stock up
Yeah.
on. You know what I mean? So another thing, dairy. No one's buying dairy. No one's buying milk and eggs. They don't fucking care.
Yeah.
I guess because there's an expiry date. I guess that's why they're thinking like that.
Man's bought up the chicken.
You know what I mean?
They
It's
left
just
everything
interesting.
except for the pork.
You can't freeze dairy. I don't think you do. You don't freeze cheese and eggs, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
I don't know, man.
it's just a weird behavior. So, anyways, the toilet paper. I also heard that because of toilet paper is a large item, so it's like a power thing. It's like humans feel like they're in control of the situation
If
when
they
they're
have something
buying
bigger.
certain items. They feel like, okay, it's a pandemic. I need to buy something that's gonna help me survive. And it puts them mentally in control of the situation because when humans feel like they're not in control of anything, it's chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So buying toilet paper, it feels like, well, you know what? I bought toilet paper. Like I'm doing good. Like
Yeah.
I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what people are thinking.
Yeah.
And also toilet paper is like this big, large item. So it looks like you're buying a lot of shit when you stock it up in your fucking, yeah. It's just weird. There's a psychology behind it. It's weird.
I just don't- I-
Why? Yeah, but it's not like a
I get the toilet paper, but I don't get the
toilet paper.
Yeah.
Like I mean, you could live without toilet paper.
Or you could just be one of the bidet boys.
Join
Facts.
the bidet mafia. Bro.
The bidet mafia.
bro. Like I gotta show you off the pod because it's on my phone.
That's what the government should have done. You know?
But the
Bidets
bidets.
for
82
everybody.
billion
Bidets?
bidets
Hey,
for
yo.
everybody.
Did you
Yo,
see
that
that
was
fancy
lit.
toilet that people have?
No.
It was on Blog T. I'll show you after. Apparently Drake has one. It's a touchless toilet. You walk up to it, the seat moves up. The seat goes up on its own. It cleans itself. It has a bidet. And it has heating under it. Heats your feet under. And it plays music.
Does it have the heat on the seat though?
I think so too. It has a heated seat and
the
Apparently
heated seat-
Drake has one in his house.
The only
That's
thing
what
it
Blog
needs
T.O.
left
said.
just needs to be able to jerk me off. And
I was like, holy shit. Like, it's a self-cleaning toilet.
Clean up the nut too.
Yo, that's
Jeez.
crazy.
Might gives you a hand job on it. It gives you a fucking hand job.
Yo, that'd be amazing. Yo. That's it. I'd pay a lot of money for that.
Yeah,
yo.
it's-
like
it's
I'd
wild.
actually save money.
Yeah.
I'll show you
cop that.
after.
Yeah, that'd be
It's
lit, though.
weird. It's weird.
Yeah, I've seen a few of those toilets, and they have a lot of those toilets in fucking Japan already. Like everybody's already decked out with those.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
a regular thing in Japan. Oh fuck,
That's
Yeah,
sick though.
I feel like we're behind on that.
we are,
Yeah, if we could design like automatic flush, why not automatic toilet lift?
bro. I've
Seat
been
lift.
talking about the automatic closets. All right, whoever is listening to this podcast, please
Use this time.
Use this time. You can steal this one out. You can steal this idea.
Yeah,
okay?
go patent it. Go steal it right now.
Now think about this. What if you went into you had your pile of clothes or whatever, you had to do laundry, right? You open up your closet, you just chuck them in there, right?
Okay.
Inside your closet, I don't know how this works yet.
Yeah, yeah.
You can have a machine of some sort or whatever. It washes, dries, and hangs up your clothes for you. You open the other side, it's all ready in an hour.
Yeah.
Will that not
That
be
would
nasty?
save people a lot of time and a lot
Would
of
that
headaches.
not be nasty?
Yeah.
A lot more people would be better dressed.
Yes.
Because you know how many people throw on garbage clothes because they don't want to do laundry?
Bro, I wore this sweater yesterday.
Like the dirty ass shit because they just want to keep wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't want to do
I have
laundry.
a pile of clothes in my room right now just sitting there.
Fuck. That sounds complicated.
I'm
to
wearing my
design,
last pair of boxers right now.
though. You're going to have to call.
And tomorrow I'm not even planning to do laundry.
Not even a question.
Not even,
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
plan on it. I might, but I don't even plan on it. I'm like, yo, fuck it. Yo, these could last until
Yeah. I
I
Friday.
think that's one thing that almost no one likes doing is laundry.
Yeah, man.
Like, there's very few people I
And that's
think
what I'm
that
saying.
like
Like,
doing this.
we could save everybody's lives and time
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah, facts. People
So-
be better dressed too.
If you're listening, you can help everybody and the fashion industry. And
Yeah, you might have to hit up like Elon Musk or something to
yeah,
to
Elon.
make this
Elon's a
happen.
man. If Elon, if you're listening, yo,
Elon would be the guy to make this
just hit me. We could talk about this more.
Yeah.
I just want 10%.
shit.
Just give me 10.
10%. If it's $1 billion idea, I'm good. You're
10%,
good. Whatever.
and maybe some stocks
yeah. Oh, you get the
or some
stock.
shares. Sorry.
You get the
Yeah.
stock. You get the shares.
Yeah,
You get
something like that. And I'm cool. That's if the world lasts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Or it's gonna be a race to whoever gets the vaccine for this COVID first, and then they sell it.
Yeah. Well, I
what
heard
I
they were
mean?
doing like human trials already, right?
Yeah, they
are.
started them this week.
That's the problem too. Is you can't even trust the mens who are gonna come up with the cure because
There's a lot
Zombie
of. I wonder who's
apocalypse.
doing it first. A lot of countries have figured it out. I mean, I don't think it's too complicated. Scientists are working hard to get this shit out.
Yeah, shouts out to them.
Yeah, they're working hard.
Shouts out to all the people that are busting their ass right
Like
now.
if we didn't have science, we'd be dead.
Yeah.
Like, this shit would just explode and we'd be dead. You know what I mean? Because think about it. That dude wouldn't have even found it.
Yeah, facts.
And then we would just not know. It'd just be like pneumonia. People would think,
Yeah.
oh, we're getting pnemonia, blah, 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 blah. And we'd be dead. Like,
dying off and we wouldn't
well,
know.
not us. I think we'd be okay, but like we'd be hurting. A lot of
sure.
people would be dying.
For sure.
So science. Thank you, science.
Thanks, science.
Or else we'd still be in the
Thanks,
dark
Bill Nye.
ages, to be honest.
Thanks, all of you guys. Thanks, the shouts to the nurses.
yeah.
The
Yeah, they're
doctors.
on the front line.
Yeah,
On the front
Sampreeth.
line. Sam Preeth, the nurse. I'm just kidding. He's not a
No,
nurse.
he's at home right now.
He's at home. Yeah, he
He got sent home.
he got sent home. Yeah, a lot of people working hard for this, which is good. You guys, one question about comment about the vaccine. So fucked. Did you hear about how Donald Trump, and it's coming out of Donald Trump's mouth, which we're already okay. He's gonna say something stupid.
Yeah.
He was proposing that if America found the vaccine or the cure, that they would make it exclusive to Americans only.
Did he say
And,
why?
and not no. Just no other country's allowed to have this.
That's so stupid.
Yeah.
Fucking idiot.
Isn't that fucked? Like it's just the selfishness of that comment.
You just make more enemies, and then man just decide, okay, let's hit the red button today. Like,
Yeah. Like it's so fucked. Like what
Like
is-
like realistically, what would hopefully happen is anything that needs to be paid for this vaccine is just to go towards the research that funded it.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like nobody's profiting off but obviously somebody's going to profit off of it because
Someone's making
why
money.
not? Because it's going to be, a crazy amount of money that they can get for this. So, and those pharmaceutical companies are the worst for that shit too.
So I think most first world countries can probably develop a vaccine, but what might happen is they might have to sell it to the third world countries that need it. You know what I mean?
is
Or
dumb.
World Health Organization might be like, no thanks, and they might just bless everyone anyways,
which they should do.
Yeah.
which they should do, which might happen too.
Hopefully.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not waiting for that. That vaccine ain't coming for another 8 months, probably.
Chill, bro.
Maybe soon. Hopefully sooner.
I said 8 months.
It's possible.
Calm
yeah.
down. You know,
Like
the
before it could
the
be,
scientists and the people here in Canada, again, they already they isolated it.
It's just FDA is so strict with this shit. Like they don't want to release it too early, and then it gives everyone
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
symptoms, and then it
And then
kills more people.
and then we turn into zombies,
Yeah.
and then we have a zombie apocalypse now.
How many movies were like that where they tried to become a vaccine, and then they all?
All I
they
think
all-
about is I Am Legend, bro.
bro. That's what happened.
yeah.
That's it. 'Cause
Wasn't it like some
They
regular disease? and
they
then,
found the cure for cancer,
that's what it was. Yeah.
and then they put it into humans, and everything was cool for a while. And they're
Yeah.
like, okay, great, and then they released it to the public, And then
As fiction as that is, that can definitely
could
there's
totally
truth
happen.
to that.
Well,
I don't know about the zombie
in,
part,
in
but
essence, what you're
but-
doing is putting
Yeah.
something that's stronger than the virus, that
Exactly.
includes the virus, into your body, right?
and what
So-
that could
That is
even
what a
mean is
vaccine
it could be
is, right?
stronger than the human itself that takes it.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Possibly. But yeah, man, I am legend.
zombies, yeah, we're not ready for that, given how people are reacting.
Hope Will Smith can save
You know
us.
what I mean?
Hopefully Will Smith can.
Hopefully Will Smith doesn't get it.
Yeah. Or fuck, chill.
Hopefully he doesn't.
Stressing me out.
Relax. He's not. He's not.
You'll be fine.
Hollywood's okay.
Not Idris.
Well, Idris is in the UK, which has a lot of people, and Hanks was in Australia, so that's what happened.
Okay, true.
So we're okay. I already forgot. We were just on a bunch of topics.
Tirade.
Honestly,
of topics.
because before starting this, we were like, "What the hell are we gonna talk about besides Corona and everything around that?"
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like, fuck. I mean,
It's kind of like a good thing and a bad thing because there's nothing to talk about, but
But that.
yeah.
But it's
there
interesting
there
to
is
follow.
everything. Yeah, exactly.
you know, I'm glad we can have a serious conversation. Somewhat serious conversation. It's not serious.
Yeah, it's a
Somewhat.
serious conversation with a touch of flair and us. You know what I mean?
Of course.
We got to talk about everything that's going on, right?
Of course. Wait, how do you guys feel about the conspiracies around this? There's a bunch
Around
of
the virus?
conspiracies. Yeah, there's a bunch of
Let's hear some.
conspiracies floating around.
Yeah.
All right, so
what are
one popular one, and the Chinese is claiming that the American military brought it over, either on purpose or by accident. I'm not sure. Sounds like they're talking about it on purpose, as some sort of weird plan to essentially fuck up their economy.
Oh, that makes sense.
Now, if that is the case, then it backfired because it's fucking up the American economy.
Yeah.
And now Americans are getting it. So I don't know if that's all really true. If it was, it's a big L. Because then it caused a global issue.
But I think that's the whole point of it.
So
you know what I
unless
mean?
their intention was to create a global issue.
Yeah.
I feel like America would come out the worst out of this though, based
Yeah.
on how much money they have, and like how much money they're gonna lose. Like
Yeah.
relative Canada or any
Yeah.
other country isn't gonna lose as
I
much.
mean, right
as
now,
them, you know?
what is the positive to doing this? Like, can we think of any? You know, what I mean, gas prices are lower, but that's not good. Or it's good for the average consumer, but for the economy, it's not good.
and nobody's driving, so
Nobody's driving anyways. That's part of the reason why it is actually low. No one's flying, less people flying, so like gas is depicted on a lot of flights too, right? Because they use gas. So stuff like that. So that's like a positive for the consumer, but because
I
like
don't
fuck,
know.
I saw that shit 50 cents in Hamilton. That's wild, right?
damn, yeah.
57. Yeah, I saw a sign 57 cents in Hamilton. I'm like that. I swear to God, that shit hasn't been lower since the 90s, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like
maybe even before that, 50 cents.
57 cents.
I'm seeing like 80 cents around where I live.
No, that's what it is in Toronto. But I guess they're maybe trying to be competitive in gas. I saw 57 cents
That's
in
wild.
Hamilton.
Well, it
which
is
is great.
Hamilton too.
Yeah, but Toronto was 80 cents still. It hasn't been below $1 in a long time.
Yeah.
So or below 90 cents in a long time. So
Yeah, I could honestly, I couldn't think of the positives other than just pushing certain things off. And
yeah,
I've been hearing maybe because while this is happening, there is some turmoil and disputes going on between America and I believe was it Iran or Iraq or something.
if you're referring to Iran, they just killed one of their generals recently, right?
Something like that. Yeah. So apparently,
that happened a few months ago.
yeah, no, but it's
Yeah.
apparently it's getting to another high point right now.
Okay.
So it's looking like a whole another war situation or a situation where America can move in and have their troops in that area.
Yeah, this would be the time that America would want to do something under the radar. If they were planning anything, but they knew it might get bad coverage, then this would be
Yeah.
the time because it
Yeah,
would
because
just
Corona's just gonna take over all the coverage. like,
Exactly. Yeah.
you know what I mean? Some people can get away with bullshit right now.
Yeah.
You met Iran. Yeah, Iran was one of the first countries to have an outbreak, and
Yes.
they were a country that was
Yeah.
having issues with America at the moment, almost to a war issue.
Yeah.
Which is just maybe coincidence, but just weird.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah, because I
weird.
think it's them Italy and China. I think they just passed 1,000 deaths. so
Iran is also
they are, like,
supposed to have an
vulnerable,
Iran is also supposed to have an election this year.
And also America.
Yeah, of course, the American election, which every time something weird happens during the American election,
Always something goes down.
always something
during
weird.
the
Last
election,
time it was
America.
Russians, and
Yeah.
there's been pandemics during last American elections.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? During the Ebola, well, you know what? Ebola didn't really affect America, but it was during the Obama, and I think there were past ones during the elections. There's always something weird going on during the elections.
I don't know. It's weird because we
So-
just look at. I love how like most of the world just looks at America like
Yeah.
they're kind of shisty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like nobody really trusts.
no.
No one really trusts America.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
even Canadians.
America. Yeah, not even Canadians. Like we work with them,
Yeah.
and it's only out of us trying to watch our back. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And hopefully one
And
day,
rack up, you know,
Yeah,
like-
rack up. Hopefully
Yeah.
one day we can stab them in the back.
Yeah.
When they're trying to stab us.
So I don't think we have some American listeners, and we love you guys still.
Yeah,
Well,
we
they
like,
know we're not talking about
we
that.
know we're not talking about the
we're,
citizens.
we're talking
Yeah.
more about the political structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way the politicians move, if you will.
Yeah,
And yeah.
this is funny how they're portrayed.
It's not. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beyond Trump. It's beyond. It's just the way their government is set up and the things.
It's
that they've
history,
done.
bro.
Yeah, it's history.
It's
yeah.
history. They're hated on because of what they've done since they started making laws and creating countries and creating borders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's just wild, man. It's just wild to think about. You know what I mean? A country is almost everybody's enemy,
Yeah.
low key.
Yeah.
And even for us, again, being Canadians, that's our neighbors, but I'm looking at them kind of like,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean,
they're that one friend in the group that you know is going to snake you one
Yeah.
day.
And
but you're
also,
just
it doesn't
waiting.
help that they treat us like we're just an unconquered state. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Exactly. We're not
And
a
they
country.
tried to conquer us bare times in the past. Too.
Yeah.
Like when we learned about that in history, I was like, I'm surprised we actually were able to fend them off.
Yeah, man. Exactly. I'm surprised too.
They wanted all this shit up
Oh
here.
yeah, yeah.
Bro, they want all of that shit, bro.
Didn't even see.
That's
they
why
saw
they grabbed
value in
Alaska.
Canada.
Well, that's why we just gave him Alaska. Yo. You wanted something cold? Here, dog.
We didn't give them Alaska.
We didn't give them Alaska, but that's the
Oh.
the narrative
Yeah.
that we're going with for the sake of the joke.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you
No,
actually
but
thought
also that is like,
That's
see,
Russia,
if
but
they
yeah.
grabbed Alaska, like
Okay.
clearly they would want our
Yeah.
land too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
exactly.
why the fuck. Actually, well, Alaska was a steal.
Alaska is a steal.
Gold and oil up there.
Yeah.
Gold,
and
oil.
Russians were just like,
You're-
this is a
you're-
bunch of ice. We don't care.
And you're close to a lot of other countries on the other side of the world. You know what I mean?
no,
So you're close
Alaska
to.
was actually a steal. For the time, I don't remember. If you
Yeah, like
you
you
find
could
how
walk
much
to
that they bought
Russia.
it for, and you're like, what the fuck?
If the water's frozen, you could walk to Russia from Alaska.
Yeah, man.
Apparently dangerous. That'd be
Definitely dangerous.
Yeah.
but-
Nomadic
that's-
people
they
did
said that, yeah, that's-
nomadic people did that.
that they said
Dangerous
that's what
as
the
fuck
end-
still,
yeah.
but
But that's when.
you fall through the ice.
But that's before global warming, and
Yeah, that was the ice age.
I don't even know if
probably,
that's
right?
possible anymore.
Yeah.
I don't even know if that's possible anymore.
I doubt it.
Probably not. But yeah.
Lake Ontario barely gets
Yeah.
frozen.
Did we
these days.
did we mention that? Yeah, like maybe Corona will slow down climate change. Simply
It
because
already has.
it probably like this might be good statistics for scientists to look to see. Well, now since we've been driving
Yeah.
and flying less, maybe we can actually see in this even if it's just a 3 to 5 month period, how this has actually affected
yeah.
the
Pollution in China has gone down.
That's what I'm saying. Like it'd be actually interesting if we actually see beneficial rates to doing this. It's like fuck.
Yeah, I remember somebody saying that like Venice's water was like
Yeah.
noticeably clearer.
Yeah,
Even
there's some-
I swear to God, I was looking at the Rouge River and it looked nice today.
Yeah.
Like it looked
There's some
green.
places. There's some places.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly where it was, but they're saying now they could actually see some of the stars.
Yeah, yeah. Even yesterday, like last night, I was like, "Yo, like usually you see a lot of stars,
Yeah.
but there was like I swear there was a lot more out."
Say where
yeah.
you're seeing differences in a week.
And that's what it's been. No, and that's what it's
literally
always
been a
been.
week.
People have. It's always been scientifically proven, but scientists have always said that if we just made a couple changes, now we would see a lot of changes in the world.
Yeah.
And how it works.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah.
Like real shit quick. And even if all existence on the planet, let's say all of us died off or we all left Earth, the Earth would be fine without us because we would stop all the bullshit. Everything would crash, and in about a month's time, everything would be blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything would be blessed.
Everything would be blessed. Everything like fuck it. It would all go back to normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The cities would become. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I remember
Cities would
watching
become forests
something
again
on
and
that
shit.
in like
Yeah.
History
Yeah,
Channel
yeah,
or
yeah.
something. It was like in like 2,000 years or something. You'd barely know. That
You would
there-
barely recognize that this is the Earth.
Yeah, like you wouldn't even know humans ever lived.
Yeah.
Here
Yeah.
in like that little time.
Literally like Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Literally like Planet of the Apes.
It's just crazy. Again, just to think about what we've done to the planet.
and how little it matters too. Like,
Exactly.
Because all like this whole climate change thing, the whole like the denying it is stupid. It's because all it matters it will only affect us. Like either we kill ourselves or we don't by changing it. Like that's it.
Exactly.
You know, like I don't know how you can refute that. You know, because it's not about us. You know, like I feel like sometimes they talk about. You know, they use like tree huggers or they think you care about only the animals. Like it's not just about that. It's about us just killing ourselves.
Yeah.
You know,
People don't take that in. I think
like we're gonna take out a whole bunch of species with us.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
But
Like we already have.
Yeah, exactly.
We are. Yes.
But majority of them will survive, and
Yeah.
new ones will pop up because we're not around anymore too.
New ones will pop up.
And people don't understand that. Again, it's almost like I mentioned before, if you will. People don't understand why we invest so much money into NASA
Yeah,
and space.
yeah,
And people don't get that. Yeah, we're here on Earth and we're fucking up Earth, but we also need to protect ourselves from what's happening outside of Earth.
yeah.
I mean,
know
we're
what
at
I mean?
NASA. Like meteors. Meteors can hit us at any moment.
Exactly. We need to
We
explore
need people that understand how to deflect these things because like this could happen.
and explore other places, other planets
Yeah.
for
That too.
possibilities.
That too.
Whether that be to connect with other life forms or another place to live because we fucked up this place. You know what I mean?
And also, even like if our population is growing, and if it's going to keep growing at the rate that it's growing, it's not going to slow down anytime soon.
Yeah.
because people
Unless a
aren't.
pandemic happens.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
think that's
This is-
nature's.
and this
That
is
might
also-
be nature's way of
I was about to say,
population control.
This is what
Essentially.
That's what happens a lot of time in nature. Shit like this happens.
when a species gets too overpopulated. yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
As long
then
as
knocks them all
as
out.
long as it's not the dinosaurs, which they all became extinct.
Yeah.
Which can happen, I guess,
Yeah.
because it happened already. Like dinosaurs roamed the earth, blah blah blah, and they all vanished
Yeah.
over time.
Overtime.
But at least they lasted a good. I don't even know.
Yeah,
Well,
so
they were
it's
there
like-
for a long
Yeah,
time.
there for a minute.
that's the thing is like, you know,
Millions.
we sometimes we look down on the dinosaurs because like they all got wiped out, but they lasted as long
They're
as they
just
needed
like us,
to.
man.
Yeah,
Yo.
we're not getting anywhere close to that. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So I don't know. And again, yeah, and think about it like that. The dinosaurs weren't even using shit. So
Yeah.
they're just eating each other, eating
Yeah.
leaves, and
It's so weird.
That's it.
Dinosaurs are such a weird thought.
it's such a weird thing to think about.
When
You
you
know?
really think hard about a dinosaur, you're like like we talk about them like they were gods or something before us. Like
It's weird.
it's crazy.
I always think like for that long, one of them had to be intelligent in some way,
I'm
right?
telling you, somebody was smart there.
Yeah,
Somebody started speaking.
yeah. I feel like it had like how would
Like
they
a
know?
land before time, bro. Littlefoot, bro. Somebody started speaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It got crazy over there. It must have gotten crazy.
it
at
had to
some
have
point.
been lit, bro.
You know what
Come
I mean?
on.
That's what I'm thinking, bro. And have you guys seen those again those like history docs and stuff like that on how like birds were fucking massive?
Yeah,
Everything was massive.
or even dinosaurs. Like our image of them in our head, like they could have had feathers and we don't know.
Yeah, raptors or something
Yeah.
like that had feathers.
Yeah.
Apparently.
everything was massive.
yeah,
Yeah.
I read a book. It's called *Sapiens*. I recommend it. It's just a brief history of humankind, and part of the book is about like early man, early human, and then also we used to live with giant species. Australia was a place that had a lot of dangerous giant species. They still have a lot of
still do,
dangerous
yeah.
giant species,
Yeah.
but they were before. Think about it, 10 times worse. Back then, and guess who got them all extinct? Well, you guessed it, man.
Yeah.
We killed off every pretty much large mammal. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now all the rest, only large animals now, mammals are in the sea, like a whale.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're fucking those guys up too.
And think about how fucking massive whales are.
yeah.
Can you imagine? There's probably shit that was bigger.
Well, apparently blue whale is the biggest animal of
Apparently,
all time.
That
But
is
apparently,
crazy.
based
Yeah.
on what they've found.
yeah, but they have found like carnivorous dinosaurs that are like almost as big, you know. So that's like that's
Yeah, at least
mind
the
blowing.
largest
And those are
animal
on
ever alive.
land.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
It's so crazy,
It's alive
man.
still today.
That's one thing I really fuck with, just like history and
Yeah.
Yeah.
learning about what was going on back then, even if we don't have all the facts yet.
yeah,
Just from some of the evidence that we've been able to gather, it's just very interesting to think about what the world used to be like before we were here. Because again,
Yeah, it's almost
humankind is a
Kinda
fucking
creepy.
snap, like in time, like
Yeah.
it's barely a blink,
That too. That too.
barely a full blink, bro.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. It's fucking crazy. And just to think about where we're headed after this, you know, and past the podcast, what's
Yeah.
happening, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Which is wild, bro.
It's wild.
Do you remember in grade 4 when we went to? I think we went to Hillside and we went to like this beach.
Yeah,
where we got
we-
the fossils. Where
yeah.
was that?
I don't know.
I've been
I
trying.
think about that all the time,
Yo,
bro.
like I've been trying to remember where that was, but like it had
And we
to
got
be nearby,
fossils.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to this beach and there's like these shale rocks and you like crack them open and there's like there's fossils.
And I remember I took so many home.
yeah.
And I was like showing my mom, I'm like, yo, this is, I don't know what the fuck this
They're
is.
probably
but
like little like shellfish or something.
they're yeah, smaller creatures and stuff like that. But it was just
I remember
interesting.
somebody
to see.
had a sick one. Was it Tristan? Like I think he had like a crazy shell. Like it just looked like sick. Like
I think
don't
I
know.
remember.
Shouts out
I
Tristan.
found a fossil too as a kid. Yeah.
It's just wild.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's what we're gonna like. Somebody's gonna find us in a fossil one day. You know. Like,
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Humans.
wild. Humans.
Whatever next
TikTokers.
whatever intelligent form.
This is the famous TikToker, Ian McGilvery, that we
Like what
carved
animal?
out
What
of the
animal
stone.
do you think that's alive today would be like the intelligent being of the earth?
I think
Who would it be,
water
though?
creatures are gonna take over.
You
next.
think water?
Yeah,
are
like
they gonna-
dolphins and
Are they gonna
killer
walk
whale.
up on land though, or
No, I think they're just gonna take over underwater because they already have the brain power
so
for it. I
they'll
think.
just
Yeah.
build
They're
shit.
really smart.
They'll build
Yeah.
Atlantis. Essentially.
Yeah, well, because
like-
if the world's gonna drown, if we do that, then they're gonna have all even more.
So many
power,
ways
right?
for us to go, bro.
Yeah, that's the problem when when global warming hits.
Yeah.
Pick your take your choice. You want
What do you
drown?
want, bro?
You want to burn? You want to you can have it all. Like
Yeah, bro.
that's gonna be the one thing you can pick your. And we're probably gonna have an asteroid just for fun. you
I'm
know?
saying, shoot me into space. I've always wanted to go.
yeah, just no suit, nothing.
Yeah, just shoot
bop.
me there, yo.
Yeah.
I'll die almost instantly, but at least I made it.
You get that
you know?
1 minute where you
that
like,
one
actually
that one little
imagine
Yeah.
just that one little
big
look
ass
around.
cannon. Just
Yeah, bro. I'll do that, yo. I'm fine
float
with
around
that.
and then just float around
fucking
Earth
head
for the rest of
explodes.
the
Your
time.
head explodes.
Or even just put me in a casket with a window.
Yeah,
just-
that'd be sick.
Blast me off, bro. I'll be chilling.
Yeah.
I'll be chilling until I die. Let my oxygen last until a certain amount, and then just let me pass
however
out.
long, yeah.
Let me sleep. Let me go to sleep slowly, and then that'll be lit.
Yeah, that'd be hot.
I love space. I always wanted to go. When I was a baby, when I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut so bad.
Yeah, a lot of kids have that one.
But like I was serious, and then I found out that shit's wild.
Yeah.
like
Like you, how many? I don't know. You need to be a scientist to do that,
Yeah.
right?
yeah,
You
or
need to
you
have
need,
a
or they
PhD,
or they
be a
need to have some type of special program going on where they need specific people from
Yeah.
different areas.
You could be like a pilot or you
Yeah.
could be a engineer or you could be
You
a,
get selected to do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they
based
don't-
on your qualifications.
As far as I
yeah.
know, they don't want freelance mans.
It's not even really a job. It's
Yeah.
kind of a assignment to get
Yeah,
selected.
I remember when I was watching what's the one with Ryan Gosling? Is First Man? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called.
I think so.
Like because he kept getting picked, right? And I remember by like the third time, because they didn't have anybody else who wanted, like nobody even wanted to go into space at that
wild.
time. So I remember like thinking that, I'm like, yeah, like, you know, it seems like such a great thing as a kid, but then when you think about it, especially at that
That's
time
scary.
when they were just
And
sending,
they don't even know
yeah,
You might
if you're even gonna
die.
make it out of orbit.
You're
Yeah.
out. You don't see your family, whatever. You're out there for a long
especially
time.
at that time in the 60s, like looking at those computers they had, I'd be like, bro, like you're
like,
sending me out there with that, yo?
Nigga, the font is green.
Are you taking it? They were sending mans out into space with technology that was worse than your phone, bro. Like
crazy, bro?
That's actually true. That's actually
Crazy.
true. Like our phone is more powerful than probably all the computers
Yeah.
at NASA.
yeah,
Might
that
be.
time, yeah.
Yeah.
Might be. Like not everything. Like one little computer they had there. Yeah. Yeah.
That is fucking crazy, man. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to trust that shit.
yeah,
That's why I'm happy I grew up in the time that even though the shit's fucked up right now,
yeah,
I'm kind of happy because we got to see a little of the old shit.
exactly. Yeah,
We got to see the new shit. We're dealing with all the fuckery that's going on with pandemics and money and whatnot. But
we got to see both,
cool.
and worst case we'll be gone before anything really pops off. So.
but
or we might see the beginning of it. Or
I
like
want to see the fucking robots kill somebody, bro. I want to see a robot choke somebody out, bro. That's all I want to see. And then I'll be like, okay,
yeah,
send me to space now. That's it. That's all I want to see.
yeah, you're right.
I'm waiting for like 2050, 2060 to roll up, and I'm like,
iRobot.
An iRobot.
If I think about those robots, they still scare me in my head.
they
those
do,
iRobot
man.
Ones.
Those things are strong, and I can
Yeah.
tell, yo.
Yeah.
Those hands, shit, man. Some cold metal around your neck, yo.
Yeah, you seen that the one they have that can jump around and shit, right?
Yeah.
I don't trust that one, yo.
Bruh.
That shit was leaping, yo. That shit's gonna be in the dunk contest in like
Bro,
2 years.
that's
yo.
what I'm saying. That's gonna be the future, bro. All-Star Weekend is not gonna be with humans.
Yeah,
It's gonna be fucking crazy,
that would
bro.
be interesting.
You're gonna have to
had-
build the best robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every team.
That's pretty much what, like, anytime it's one of these post-apocalyptic future type things, it's always my man building a robot to do some kind of battle or
Yeah.
I mean, what was it? BattleBots? Was that the name?
Yeah, the
that
show.
shit was fucking
That
crazy.
show was sick. Did you ever see that show?
BattleBot is when they build robots and they fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's still on TV.
Yeah.
I think Discovery Channel has something.
Oh, really?
Like that. Yeah,
Oh, sick.
something like that. They
I remember they had that on like TSN.
There's been different
Yeah.
types of shows. Yeah, like there's been different versions.
yeah, different versions of that.
different people creating it. Yeah,
Those,
I know
that show
those
was
ones.
sick.
Yeah,
And
those
I'm
are
like,
cool.
and I used to think to myself, like, yo, that's kind of fucked. Like,
Yeah.
you gave the fucking robot an axe to go fuck up another robot.
programmed
yeah?
to do one thing, but
Yeah.
know what you mean.
They is
the ones
programmed to
with-
swing.
true, we're a long way from robots, you know. But
We're not, bro.
I think we are.
Yo, Ian says that shit. And I'm like, Ian, we're not
I
that
think
far.
we are. I think we're longer
No,
than you think.
we are not,
There's a lot
bro.
of things they need to work out.
You have to think about the pace that technology
Yo,
is
I think
already
if you go to one of
advancing
those
at.
Like
Japanese
artificial
conventions
intelligence shit,
or
Yes.
one of those Chinese conventions, I swear you'll see
The cars
some
are already
shit, bro.
driving themselves.
Yeah.
AI. Is,
What gives you, like, what makes you think
AI
that
has been
we can't
smarter,
put
man.
that brain into a humanoid type thing?
All right, we're gonna have to not,
And let it
maybe
walk
another
around.
pod pull up. There's they've designed you're right in Japan
Yeah.
maybe or South Korea, one of those countries. They've designed like really
Yeah.
intelligent
Yeah,
AI.
yeah.
The thing is, well, it's more like mobility is they're not good.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like
But the
more
thing is
like they can
like, the
communicate.
The
with you.
mobility is getting better.
They're working on them, and so they're working on like the AI robots, and they're working on the movement robots, and eventually they're gonna combine them, and then it's
They're
it's a Marvel,
already,
you know.
I think they already have. Do they already have? Remember, have you seen the dog ones?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if they're already out in the field, but those ones are meant to like place fucking bombs and shit during war.
It's true. It's
They
true.
just strap on a fucking thing and they just send out the dog.
like a robot dog.
Yeah, bro.
Well, yeah, 'cause they
it's
can-
scary with a happy face.
What the fuck? I gotta see that.
I remember reading something too. It's related, but not really. But about Russia used to train dolphins and like more intelligent sea creatures like walruses or something
do shit.
to like seek out what do you call them, underwater mines and shit like that.
Torpedoes.
Yeah, like we're giving
Yeah.
them access to that shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yo, Ian doesn't. One day you're gonna get a knock on the door, yo. Your Amazon package will be delivered to you by some alien, bro. I'm not alien, sorry, a robot. An alien next, but
Yeah.
a robot
When we're
first.
living with them.
Yeah, and soon we're gonna be living with the fucking aliens on Earth. It's gonna be fucking like Futurama. It's gonna be regular, bro.
yeah,
Shut up, man.
People gonna be fucking aliens. The aliens are gonna have OnlyFans. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Interesting to see how humans would react to aliens. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, man.
let's just assume maybe we've already known they're there. Certain people on the planet live right now know they exist, but or not. I don't
Or
know.
they're already here among us.
Area 51. Yeah. But
Beyond that, right now, walking
like
the
that
city
dude,
streets.
that dude on the subway next to you is an alien. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
see that's the
Oh,
problem.
okay.
Like if that is true, then it's facts that they would do that because they know they wouldn't want us to be scared.
Be
you know,
exposed
so-
because then we'll kill them.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Then, well, not just kill them, but like,
Which
fuck.
is so fucked.
But it would freak.
What if they genuinely just come here? Just
They're
chill.
just chill, yeah.
Like, what, we
People
fuck
are
with you
freaking out
guys.
about a contagious disease that's basically the same as pneumonia. Imagine how we react to
They're
an
gonna
alien.
fucking yo.
You
White
know what I
ladies
mean?
are gonna be fucking going crazy.
Yeah.
And I can already imagine just the black people too. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Twitter's gonna go off.
Yeah, Twitter's gonna go off, man.
Alien porn.
Yeah. Don't kill me. Let's not get into that.
Link
seen some things.
Link in bio.
Yeah, yo, hit him Kevin for the link, yo. That we seen, yo. We seen some shit, bro. That's happening in Area 51, bro.
Yeah, that wasn't no CGI. Yeah.
That wasn't CGI. That shit looked real.
Shout out to Zach, yo.
I always thought, I'm like, yo, Loki. I always thought, yo, that video that we saw, that shit looked a little too real.
Yeah.
That shit was weird.
That guy was fucking an alien.
Like, what did we conclude, that it was like a combination of paint and CGI, or
I think it
Yeah.
was a really good costume.
Or
with
costume.
paint. I think
But
it
I'm
was a
like,
really
this
good
is too high
costume.
budget for porn.
yeah,
Overall.
Yeah.
Like just the porn industry.
especially for a video that's obviously very niche, if it is something that people watch for serious. Like, somebody actually produced that.
And it's a real guy, right? It was a real guy, right?
I think so.
Yeah. That's a real guy.
That's
Yeah.
fucking
I
crazy.
think there was a woman dressed as an alien. They put a alien cap over, and then they painted her like gray. I think that's
I
what
wish
they
we
did.
could show this, yo.
I know right now. It's
I
just
love a
pop
poll
up.
on this right now, yo.
Hit up Kevin for the
We can
link.
post it
here.
on our Twitter if you guys.
Oh, true. Yeah, we could post it. We could post it on our
We
Twitter.
could post it on our Twitter.
We'll post a video on our Twitter. When the episode drops,
Yeah.
we'll post it in we'll post it as a reply.
We'll make it like
We'll post it in the thread. Like post it as a reply or something.
as a reply, and you guys gotta look at it.
Yeah.
Just don't look at it with kids around. That's about it.
Alien kids can watch it.
Alien
Yeah.
kids can watch it.
That's how they were made. So.
Who has it? Who has that clip? Does someone have it? on
It's
their
in our
phone?
group chat.
Somewhere. Okay.
Yeah,
Zach
it's in our
has it on his phone.
I know Zach has
Zach
it.
has it on his
Zach
phone.
fucking downloaded that shit.
Zach is the type of guy. He's just been showing people that randomly. He's
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
look at-
And he
he's like,
has
yo-
it ready.
He's like, yo, look at. He showed so many of our contacts, like that we know that
Yeah.
we've worked with. He's just
Yeah.
like, yo, look at this.
But Zach said, man, he has the Pornhub tabs already open on his phone. Like on his incognito.
Yeah.
But he has them up like his favorite videos, so that if he ever has a tough time searching for anything, he's like, all right, I have something to fall back on.
All right, he's like,
That's
yo, I
facts.
got Plan B here. Like,
Yeah,
these are my. He has
are
a,
my
He
go-tos.
has essentially a watch list,
Yeah.
which I'm sure they even have that feature on that site, but
he doesn't want to make an account.
yeah, probably not.
Actually, I don't know why. Just make the fucking Pornhub.
Just
account.
whatever. Just make it a generic name. Film dude 123.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like a name he would make.
Hollywood dude. That
Hollywood.
Was, that was his MSN.
Hollywood dude.
That was his MSN.
That's why I said film dude. but
Yeah. It was
Hollywood dude.
Yeah, it was
Right,
Hollywood
right.
dude. That was his
Dude,
old MSN email. It's probably he
shit.
still has the email now to this day.
Yo, send an email to that, yo. I'm sure he'll
Yeah.
still respond.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though he won't respond to like Gmails, but
Yeah, he won't respond to nothing else. So you can't look at anything else, bro.
He
But
went there.
the Hollywood dude email, he's on, you know.
The e-transfers.
yeah.
E-transfers.
Yeah,
That's what it
bro.
was.
E-transfers. This guy's
E-transfers.
fucking joking. But yeah, man. Yeah, the world is just thinking again about the past and just where we're headed. Just wild to think about, and we're living in this time right now where we're seeing just a lot of the transitions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just wild, man. Very, very fucking wild.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
Year.
Yeah.
That should be a button too. Year.
I need that exact one though. Ian's.
Yeah.
We
We,
need
we
Ian's.
can take that one.
Yeah.
I can try and recreate that. Year.
No, you can just grab it from
No, yeah, we'll just grab it.
Shit. Perfect.
Grab it.
Perfect.
Yeah, yo. Any final thoughts, you guys, on anything we talked about today?
I think listen to our government for the most part. Just follow their instructions. I think they're not trying to trick us. You know, they're speaking on facts, and if we just do work as a community,
Yeah,
and
we're
do
all in
what
this
we're
together,
supposed to
yeah.
do. You know, we're all living in the same country, and we're all trying to live our lives. So let's all work together to kind of beat this pandemic. And it starts with, I guess, limiting contact, washing your hands, not being gross, and just doing what the government says to do. And you know, yeah. What do you think?
Other than the whole worry about, you know, the coronavirus and whatnot, use this time to be creative.
Okay, that was the other.
Use this time to be creative. Do something you haven't done. Do something you've been meaning to do. Clean up your fucking house. Empty out the garage. I don't fucking know.
Read some history.
Read some history.
Spend
See,
some
because
time-
like
spend
that
some time
conversation we had about history is like
family.
Yeah.
takes your mind off of it.
Yeah.
'Cause you
Yeah.
start realizing the bigger picture in all of this. You know.
Yeah, that nothing matters, but
Yeah.
that's another day.
Spend some time with your family.
Yeah, spend some time with
A
your
lot of
family.
people actually don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kids, if you
I've
have
been
kids.
I've been watching a lot of movies with the family, so that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
We watched Joker the other day, which is
You know,
nice.
think of it as an extended family day.
Yeah.
Do it all Yeah, do something like that, you know?
What else? I was gonna say something else. Oh, going off of what Kevin said with the history stuff, there are some cool fucking YouTube videos out there too. That if you're just chilling at home, you want to watch some weird shit. Even when they compare the size of Earth to other planets and shit like that, watch those, man. It makes you feel so fucking small.
Yeah.
It makes your problems feel small as fuck too. Like you think what's going on right here, right now, is a problem. No,
Yeah.
what's happening right now is nothing. It just feels like it's something because it's within your life.
And, you know, there's that scare that it could last for the next couple months, maybe 8 months.
Yeah.
But then you watch things like this and you realize, 8 months is nothing.
8 months is nothing. Nothing at all, bro. So, yeah, man, just get out there. Never mind. Stay inside.
Yeah. Figuratively speaking.
Get out your room.
Get
Go
out-
to the living room
Get
and
out
do
there
something.
by doing something, not
Yeah.
actually go out there.
Yeah. Check out Tongle, Janero, Honeybook, Upwork, Fiverr, etc. If you are looking to get any type of work done, they are open to a lot of different people, different fields, whether you are creative, if you're, like we're saying, in law or anything really. Just look at those places. They might be able to help you out. You might be able to get a job off of there, make some extra money while you are at home. Yeah, anything else?
I was gonna say one thing and I actually forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, let this be like by just keeping yourself busy. Let this be a distraction, and just to help you stay positive.
Yeah.
And not just like chill at home and just think about
Yeah, don't stress it.
how you're slowly becoming broke.
Yeah.
You know, don't stress it. There's a lot of things you could be doing to better yourself, and yeah, there's a lot of time to now work on missed opportunities or things that you may have thought you couldn't do, any kind of excuse you made in the past. Well, if you are unemployed right now and sitting at home, time is not the excuse anymore.
Yeah. Fun
You
fact.
have a lot of time.
Yesterday at your house, I completed a course, an online course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, from like marketing stuff for creating ads for companies.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, I finished it in like a couple hours, but I just did it.
Oh, it's like a quick little thing.
Yeah, it was a
The
quick
fuck
little
is that?
course,
Oh,
but now
okay.
I got
Yeah, there's a lot of online courses.
Yeah, I did a
lot
little
of
thing. I got a little
universities are-
certificate
Yeah.
online that I can now send
you
to
have to
companies.
pay?
No, it's free.
Oh, what the fuck? I'm taking a digital course right now.
Yeah.
But I'm paying, but
It's probably not as in depth.
oh,
as
mine's so
yours.
advanced. I mean,
Yeah.
not advanced. It's just
Mine
extensive.
was more
5
focused,
weeks,
more around editing and video stuff. So
okay, got it.
yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Learn something. Yeah, learn something. Whether an online course, you could take online school, or I mean, don't break the bank. I mean, don't spend money on a course.
I did it because it was free. It was available. I saw it. I was like, you know what?
But
Why
there's
not?
a lot of learning that's
There's
free.
a lot of free learning right
There's
now.
a lot
yeah.
of free learning.
And especially now, like a lot of
Well,
universities are offering
that
free
too.
courses and
That
stuff.
too.
So take advantage of that, because
Oh.
it's not going to be around.
Yeah, yesterday on Instagram, we found out that you could possibly, again, we don't know if it's still going on right now, you might be able to finesse some Adobe Creative Suite stuff. So
oh yeah.
as far as I know, they're offering
Couple people.
2 months.
Sometimes 3. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
was-
Don't get your hopes up.
People have been able to get 3, but
Yeah,
like,
people
just
have been getting 2 or 3 or not at all.
ask for the 2. Be humble.
Yeah.
Ask for the 2. If you say
Yeah.
the 3, they might tell you no. But
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. But I was able to get it. A few other people that we know
Yeah.
were able to get it. So I got 3 months, so I don't have to pay for Adobe Creative Suite or Creative Cloud at all until June. So I'm happy about that. So yeah, just look at this shit, man. Take your time, learn something new. It's the time, man. It's the fucking time. Let's take advantage of the situation that we're in right now. But yeah, thanks for listening to the Lost and Talks podcast once again. Prayers out to everybody that does have the coronavirus at the moment. Hopefully everybody has a nice recovery, and hopefully we find
Take
a
it
cure.
easy.
Takes it easy. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, goodbye. Hopefully we are back here next week and not.
This shit's changing so
Yeah,
quick every
yes,
day.
every day is new
there's
news.
some new news.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so we'll figure it out. If for whatever reason next week we aren't able to be here, no matter what, you'll get a video. So we'll figure it out. It might be an Instagram live thing. It might be a FaceTime record thing. All of us at the computer.
Either way, it'll be sick.
We'll see. Either way, we'll figure it out. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
It'll be sick. But yeah, thanks for listening once again. Lost and Talks podcast, episode 25.